I knew this game was gonna look good, but I never imagined it was gonna be this good. Hey folks, my name's Globku. We're talking about Granblue Fantasy Relink today. It is not the Granblue Fantasy Versus, the fighting game that we've talked about in the past. This is another Granblue Fantasy game. This one still doesn't have a release date, so by the time it comes out, maybe some other anime games will look as good as this, but for now, this was mind-blowing, honestly. They've released a 10-minute gameplay demo with 4-player co-op. By the way, co-op was just announced for this game. You can play this with friends. And I'm getting some heavy scale-bound vibes from this. You know, the cancelled game with the dude and the dragon. Platinum Games did develop part of this game too, so I think it's natural that they recycled some of this stuff. And I've watched this gameplay once already, but trust me, watching it once is just not enough. I'm gonna go through it all again, together with you guys this time around, and I'll give you my thoughts as we go. There they are. There's everyone. Now, I don't know some of these characters. Most characters I know are from the fighting game, because I've looked into them a little bit. For example, that guy talking at the bottom. I forgot his name already, damn it. But, yeah, 4 players. These are all controlled by a different player. And, because in the past you've seen some single-player footage for this game. And you had your player character, and you still had some AI companions. But in this case, they're all just player-controlled. And here we go. Buff everyone. Combat starts. It's flashy. It's so stylistically pleasing. I don't know how to put it. There's co-op attacks every time you see circle popping in. You'll see it again in a second. I think it comes up at the end of every combo or so. Where is it? Where is it? Nowhere. There it is. That circle button, you hit that, and if someone else has hit it too, you coordinate an attack with them, so they are not just attacking randomly, you are actually coordinating, you are actually cooperating directly with your companions. You have skills, your skills could be buffs, you could help each other out in combat. It's not just 4 dudes slashing swords, I mean it's also 4 dudes slashing swords, but there's more to it than that. And just look at this! It looks so good! It's ridiculous! It really is! No anime game has ever had this kind of budget, I think. I haven't looked at their books, but it's Granblue Fantasy. You bet they're gonna have a big budget. Look at this scenario! Oh my god! Maybe the dragons here are what's making me get those scale-bound vibes, because that game was very much about dragons. But I think it's more than that. I think it's the character movement. I think, like the pace of the action, the slow and deliberate slashes. Scalebound had that vibe too. I bet that's also character specific. I bet some of the characters are just gonna be a lot faster. Lancelot, that was his name. I bet Lancelot is gonna have some fast slashes because he's dual wielding some small blades. This guy is wielding a big ass sword. By the way, he's got Kakashi's voice, and I'm having trouble, you know, discerning the voice from the character. In my head, that's Kakashi with a big sword. And we enter the cave. Look at the variety of just like the vibe in this single scenario. You are in a green, lush area, big sunny landscape, whatever. Go into a cave, go on this rickety bridge. Flying dragons all around. My god! My god. This is a cool thing. Loot is individual, so everyone sees this loot, and some of the other players already picked it up, and now you're picking it up for yourself. So it's not like your co-op buddies can steal your loot from you. Everyone gets all this stuff, and this is gonna be even more obvious after the final boss. Oh, the final boss fight. Oh my god. Oh, I don't want to spoil it. We'll get there. We'll get there. There's gonna be some platforming, obviously, as you can see. The single player also showed some stuff that I hope makes it into co-op. We can play a little clip of the single player stuff. Alright, he just did his special right there. You get a little cutscene showing off the character. If you want to do your special, L3 and R3, just have to hit those buttons. I don't think he's gonna do it here. I think he's gonna save it for later. But either way, you're gonna see that small cutscene no matter who uses it. And then you have a cinematic camera if you're doing the special, but if not, you just see it from a distance. So it doesn't really interrupt the action. There's a co-op attack once again. I want this. I want this so much. I want to get together with 3 friends and beat this goddamn game. Oh my god. What? I'm not a big Granblue Fantasy fan. I really am not. Like, most of the stuff I know because of Granblue Fantasy Versus, the fighting game. I've watched the anime, or what they put out so far, I guess. Season 1, freaking terrible. So goddamn boring, so predictable, such a generic anime. Season 2, a lot better, though a lot of stuff that happens just happens because of plot convenience, and there's no big justification for it. Like, I don't know. There was an episode where Gran just got knocked out by a grunt because it was convenient to the plot to capture his friend or whatever. And I was like, really? This guy just goes through 10 of these guys without an issue in one episode. The next, he's not hurt, he's not disabled by any reason, it's just, it was convenient to the plot, and I turned that episode off and haven't gone back to it yet. The Granblue Fantasy anime pisses me off. The best way to learn the story of Granblue is still the mobile game, but it's a gacha game, so you know, you got those ups and downs. So I really think Relink could be the way to learn the story. Now, Versus also has a story mode, and I look forward to that. But maybe they are releasing this out of order, because Relink seems, I don't know, more appropriate to telling the story. Oh, here come the specials. Yes, yes, yes. This is a cinematic camera I was talking about. And now, as the other people use their specials, like this guy, you saw that cinematic shot, and he's seeing the cinematic camera, but you just saw the axe coming in from a distance. Same for Lancelot here. Freeze that man. Dragon, whatever. And then burn him. 4 specials in a row. You know what that means? Full chain! Big damage! Boom! Oh yeah. Boss is down. That mode bar below his health bar is now full. You're gonna see what that means in a second. Get as much damage as you can, while you can, because now he's in overdrive. Look at that. The boss visuals actually change. He gets new attacks. It's a proper boss fight. And this fight looks pretty easy. I mean, you gotta dodge this stuff, obviously. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Mechanics. Yes. The boss looks pretty easy, but there is potential here for a harder challenge. Obviously, this is a demo, and they want to kill the boss. They don't want to have a lot of trouble. He's not dealing that much damage. Lancelot is low health, and he's not healing up for some reason. Create fake drama and show off the revive mechanic, maybe. But like, if you wanted to survive this, you wouldn't have any trouble doing it. There are healing items down there on the bottom left. I see them, okay? Lancelot, I bet you have those too. You should have used the healing item, damn it. It's in the air now. Big projectile. Dodge out of the way. Yes, yes. Easy, easy. There's another healing item on the stage. You could just pick it up. Lancelot, I saw you running into that fireball. You goddamn idiot. Oh, and he still gets knocked around. Even on his down state. Okay, so then you stand there, hold the button for a while, revive him. He's full health, huh? Okay. Did that spend any consumable? Probably, right? You can't revive someone with full health without spending a consumable, right? So yeah, there is the potential for a harder challenge. I do hope they go that far. I do hope they have this more casual difficulty just to go through the story. But it's a 4-player co-op. I want these bosses to be hard. That is a shield. You just stand on the shield to protect yourself against the fire breath if you don't have time to dodge it. That is beautiful. That is tactics on top of mechanics. That's what I want out of a co-op game. Co-op attack right there. Bam. Knock him down. I think that's an armored attack, by the way. Yeah, that definitely armored through the tail. He's almost dead here. Oh my god, he was gonna do some AoE stuff, but got frozen, probably by Lancelot. So again, fucking strategy on top of mechanics. That's what's gonna make this so good. Once they bump up the difficulty, and you're gonna actually have to coordinate with those types of abilities, that's the game I want. That's definitely the game I want. And again, it looks so good. Like, if you... I don't know, the thing that gets closest to this is probably something like the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I'd say, you know, character models might look even better than these guys, but environments-wise, you're not gonna live Midgar. That's the whole environment you're gonna see. And this is just gonna have a lot more variety of environments and stuff. I think this takes the cake as far as graphics, honestly. Damn! And I think the attacks look a lot better too. I mean, if you compare them to maybe the summons. Yeah, maybe the summons could have something on these attacks. Anyway, boss down. That was a cool fight, even if it was super easy. Like, that still seemed like a cool fight. Now, 4 chests, it's not 1 per player. Because look what happens. You get your chest, but then you can go to the other people's chests. Which means, hey, everyone gets 4 chests. Get all that loot. I don't know what they're getting. I didn't translate this. And congratulations, that's a mission. Thank you very much for playing. See you guys on the next one. Yosha! Nice fighting pose. Victory pose. Zoom in on Kakashi with a sword. Do we get a cutscene after this? I don't remember, actually. Oh, right, it's a small teaser. That's Gran, the main character. I think that's Belial. I think. But Lyria is standing right next to him. And it's like, what the fuck? What's she doing on that side? I want to know. And that's why maybe they're releasing this out of order. Maybe this should have come first, so people actually get invested in the Granblue Fantasy story. Like, I don't really like the anime, but looking at this, I want to know more. I want to know why Lyria's on the other side. So maybe this should have come first. People will get invested in the Granblue Fantasy universe, and then Granblue Fantasy Versus would come out. That maybe would have made more sense. But either way, this looks amazing, and I bet it's going to be a next-gen thing. I bet it's going to be a PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X. Still hard to say that name. We'll get used to it at some point, but it still doesn't come out naturally. But yeah, I felt like I needed to share this with you guys because it looks fantastic, and watching it once was just not enough. Granblue Fantasy Relink, still no release date, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Those are only my thoughts. I'd love to know what you guys think based on this demo. Is this something you want to play? Is this something you guys would like to watch me play? Let me know your opinions in the comments down below, and as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you next time. Bye.